In our modern world, we are bombarded with messages about the importance of being in tune with our bodies. We are told to listen to our physical cues, to be mindful of our health, and to stay connected to our physical selves. But what if we could learn to let go of these expectations and embrace a new way of being? To begin with, it's important to understand why we often feel disconnected from our bodies in the first place. For many of us, our bodies can be a source of pain, discomfort, or even shame. We may feel self-conscious about our appearance or frustrated by our physical limitations. We may struggle with chronic health conditions or disabilities that make it difficult to engage in the activities we enjoy. These experiences can create a sense of disconnection between our minds and bodies, leading us to view them as separate entities rather than interconnected parts of ourselves. But what if we could learn to shift our perspective and see our bodies in a different light? What if we could learn to appreciate them for all that they do for us, rather than focusing on their perceived flaws or limitations? One way to achieve this is by practicing mindfulness meditation. Mindfulness meditation involves bringing our attention to the present moment and observing our thoughts, feelings, and physical sensations without judgment. By learning to sit with discomfort and observe it without becoming attached to it, we can begin to create a sense of detachment from our bodies. We can learn to view our physical sensations as simply another aspect of our experience, rather than as something to be avoided or feared. As we continue to practice mindfulness, we may begin to notice a sense of ease and lightness in our bodies. We may become more attuned to our physical cues and learn to respond to them in a way that is kind and compassionate. We may find that our bodies become less of a source of stress and more of a source of joy and liberation. Another way to disconnect from our bodies is through creative expression. Whether it's painting, writing, or dancing, these activities allow us to tap into a deeper part of ourselves and express our emotions and experiences in a nonverbal way. When we immerse ourselves in our creative pursuits, we can enter a state of flow where our bodies and minds become one, and we lose track of time and space. The creative expression also allows us to explore our bodies in a new way. We can experiment with movement, color, and form, discovering new ways to connect with our physical selves. We can learn to appreciate the beauty and complexity of our bodies and to see them as works of art rather than objects to be judged or criticized. But perhaps the most important way to disconnect from our bodies is by cultivating a sense of self-compassion. We often hold ourselves to impossibly high standards, criticizing ourselves for every perceived flaw or imperfection. By learning to treat ourselves with kindness and understanding, we can let go of the need to constantly monitor and judge our bodies. Self-compassion involves acknowledging our limitations and imperfections without judgment and responding to ourselves with kindness and understanding. It means learning to speak to ourselves in the same gentle and supportive way we would speak to a close friend or loved one. When we practice self-compassion, we create a sense of safety and security within ourselves, which allows us to let go of the need to constantly monitor and judge our bodies. I invite you to take a deep breath and imagine yourself disconnecting from your body, if only for a moment. Allow yourself to let go of any physical tension or discomfort and embrace a sense of ease and lightness. Remember that your body is not your enemy but rather your greatest ally, and that by disconnecting from it, you can actually create a sense of freedom and liberation. As you continue to explore the art of ignoring your body, remember to be patient and compassionate with yourself. This is not an easy process, and it may take time to let go of old habits and patterns of thought. But with practice and dedication, you can learn to create a new relationship with your body, one that is based on appreciation and respect rather than judgment and criticism. The art of ignoring your body is not about neglecting or denying your physical needs. Rather, it is about learning to detach from your body in a way that allows you to thrive. By practicing mindfulness, engaging in creative expression, and cultivating self-compassion, you can learn to see your body in a new light and discover a sense of freedom and liberation that you may never have thought possible. So take some time today to disconnect from your body and embrace a new way of being. Your mind, body, and spirit will thank you for it.